the hello YouTube. I'm Sarah. I'm here with Igor and Abe. We are talking about living in the present. This is our topic. And yeah, the guys were saying their opinions on this first question, which is what does it mean to live in the present? So Igor was well, yeah, saying about how this is what is the meaning of this in his point of view, and I agree that we have to not be irresponsible, anything like that, but to enjoy what we have at this moment instead of always wondering, oh, what if I had a different car? What if I were born in a different family? You know, all this type of questions that I think it take a little bit of our happiness away if you are always focusing on a different thing or a different reality that you don't have, and maybe there's a reason for that. If you could just, I'm not saying you have to accept everything, because maybe the situation isn't good, maybe you are unhappy, so you should have the ways to change it, really. But yeah, I believe that if we live in the present, we can be more satisfied with our reality, but in a way that is also healthy. That is not like being accepting all types of life. You know, it's more than that. It's great, being grateful, I could say. That's a good definition, in my opinion. Do you guys want to add anything to this first question? And number 3 is about a little bit about social media. Abe, could you read this one?
Sure. With social media and tons of ways to get distracted, what is your strategy to focus? So, in my case, I set in my cell phone a time limit of uh, some apps and turn off some notifications, uh, put my cell phone in mute, and I have I don't know, I have an agenda to do to use some social medias. And when example, I'm here with you in this immersion. I close all tabs. I live alone, but when I am in my mother's house, I go to the bedroom and stay alone to not be distracted by her. I don't know. It's so many ways to do it. A strategy to focus. And you, Sarah?
I try, but sometimes it's hard, you know. Yeah, I think this idea about setting a timer is very good, because you have like you are forced to do something else, or to just drop the phone and uh, maybe use it for another reason, because sometimes I'm still using the phone but I'm not on social media anymore, but it's tempting, you know. Yeah, basically I try to fill my time with other things, other activities. Maybe this is a Kindle. It is a device that you use to read, and for me it's good because it doesn't have a good connection. So it's better to just read instead of seeing a lot of tabs, you know, a lot of other options that I could have been doing with that time. So I basically uh, look for another other ways to have fun, or to use my time, especially the free time, because work, when I'm working, I don't have this option to be on social media. At least it's not possible. But if I'm free, I tend to use a lot of this time with social media, you know, and I'm trying to avoid this. And you, Eagle. How do you find time for everything?
Well, my strategy is basically not use social media. Like, I mean, in 2017, when I was starting my bachelor's, social media was really bad for me at the time. It was like a pain in my neck. I was using social media a lot. I couldn't focus. I couldn't study, couldn't have a quality time studying. So since 2017, I decided that I would stop and just stopped using, which was very difficult. But one day you don't even realize. And then when I got married and my wife started to live with me, I started to use a little bit again because she works with marketing and social media. So sometimes I have to help and support. But yeah, most of the time I just don't use it. I don't even have it on on my cell phone right now.
Like it's in another room or you don't have a cell
No,
phone?
no, I have a cell phone, but I don't have the social media apps on my cell phone. So I just use it, for example, when I want to help her, I use my computer to access my Instagram and Facebook, but I don't use my cell phone for that.
Very good. I have in my cell phone all the social media apps in a folder called Lost Time, and I set a limit for 2 hours daily. Complete these 2 hours, I didn't use this app anymore.
But it's tough because sometimes you are in the middle of a conversation. Or I don't know, at least in my case, just watching reels, okay, but if I'm talking to someone and the conversation is interesting, I'm like, can I extend a little bit? I feel like so yeah. But I left Twitter, but Instagram or Facebook nobody uses anymore. But Insta for me it's a pain in the neck, just like Igor mentioned.
But your grandma used Facebook.
Oh, I wish she's not here anymore, but
Oh,
probably
sorry,
she would
my
use.
feelings. But
Everyone uses Facebook here.
I
Yeah,
Facebook.
really.
What you say?
I said that everyone uses Facebook here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Very
Facebook here is more common than, I don't know, WhatsApp. I live in the US.
nice, nice. Here in Brazil, Facebook is for older people. I think like grandma, grandpas, and some aunts.
For sure. But people in the US, they live a little bit in the past. They use voicemail or text.
Yeah,
That's
they
it.
use text and messages. They use Facebook. When I was trying to rent a house when I was coming, people said like, "Oh, you'll find a house on Facebook. So just give it a try." And then I started looking on Facebook and I found my landlord here and rented the house, everything through Facebook. It was kind of weird to be honest.
I don't understand so much, but it's culture, right? It works for them, so why not? Okay. Number four. What types of sacrifices do you currently do thinking about the future? Eagle, how is it? How is this for you?
That's I don't know. I think time. Yeah. I do a lot of things that takes a lot of time, hoping that in the future I will have, a better job or something better in my life. One example of that is that I am currently studying my master's, which takes a lot of time from me, and I also have to work, so I don't have much fun. And yeah, it will be like that for more 1 year.
What do you study in the master?
Computer science.
Good.
Oh, you're gonna get rich. Remember us, when that happens. Get hurt. Cannot hurt. And you, Abe, what are your sacrifices?
Well, I think it's have a wealth meal, do more exercises. It's tipo assim, everything takes time, as Igor said. But I I think this is a sacrifice thinking about my future, myself in the future will thanks for that decisions I make now and thinking in my future me.
What's your field again? Just remind me.
What?
What do you do for work?
I'm a tech guy as Igor.
Uh,
I'm a leader, team leader.
What type of company do, or are you like a freelancer?
No, actually I am unemployed, but I work as a team leader, agile coach, squad leader.
Oh, another person who's gonna get rich. The only one who
Oh,
isn't. We hope, right? Okay.
God, listen.
Yeah. He's listening. I know that. I have faith. Yeah, I think my situation is it's so different from yours. I don't know about how old are you, but how old you are, but maybe we are around the same age. I don't know. About different backgrounds in life, but some things are similar. We want to have a better future, and also I believe that because of that now I'm uh, investing more time in studying than having fun like you. uh, yeah, sometimes I have to. I don't go out with my friends, and I stay home, study. I have to absorb something new, especially when I have to. Oh, nice dog. When I have to face a new challenge, a professional challenge, I tend to spend more time with that. And also we have the exams, public exams that we take in order to have a better job with more stability. And I don't know, it's not something that I dream of to have this type of job, but at the same time, I believe that it could give you some perspective for the future. You can plan because you have more stability. You can maybe think about buying a house or car, and I have this type of dreams. So I sometimes I take these exams. So I have to prepare myself and study. It's not easy, but I believe that it's part of the challenge of living. We have to do things we are not passionate about, but we know that could be meaningful in the for our future selves, right? Okay. I'm saying okay all the time, but anyway. Number 5. Abe, could you read this one and comment your thoughts?
So five.
Yeah.
How to enjoy life considering what we have now? Well, I think it's to live it with your friends, family. It's the best way to enjoy life. And you, Igor?
Uh, that's I mean I agree with you, but that's also related to what I said in the question number two. Like for me, it's when we live like happy with what we have, I'm not saying that we shouldn't, seek for changes or um, seek for something else, but I think it's important as well to give value to what you have in a moment. How about you, Sarah?
Yeah, you are completely right. I'd like to know more about maybe personal experiences. Could you guys share some experiences about that? Oh, I'm enjoying right now.
Right now, I am trying to, go hiking. Yeah, I'm trying to do that to, have more contact with nature. Also to leave my house a little bit because most of the time I'm here studying and working and, you know, so I'm trying to go hiking at least 3 times a week.
Very good. Do you know, do you have a group or do you go by yourself?
Just me and my wife.
Yeah, perfect match. Okay, can imagine. Thank you for sharing. And you, Abe?
My case, I start to going to the gym with my girlfriend. It's been a good time to be with her, and I need to stay more with my mom. My mom is traveling uh, in the outside. My I forgot how I say Cidade Natal. So she's taking care of my grandma because my grandma is illness and have a long time I didn't see her. She I don't know 1 2 months I think. And you, sabe?
I wish a good recovery to her. I don't know what is her state, but I hope that things will get better and all the vibes for your family.
Thanks.
Uh, yeah, sure. I forgot the question. Yeah, now I remember. Yeah, I have this project, personal project that it is I do something that I like every day, and not only wait to the weekend because I'm gonna be unhappy 5 days in the week and happy only two. So if I can, take 1 hour, 30 minutes to watch a TV show I like or to talk to someone that I know, it makes me feel good and that I love, So I think that's the a good way to enjoy right now because I just have this mindset. Um, Waiting for the I'm gonna be happy when I graduate. It's gonna be so awesome when the weekend comes. It's gonna be so nice when the concert day arrives, and all the other days were just whatever, But I believe that Mondays can be good. Why not? Tuesdays, Wednesdays, you can do something fun or something you enjoy. You don't have to wait for the perfect moment or the weekend itself. So that's my advice.
Every day is a good day to live, to enjoy yourself.
Yeah. And could be the last, so who knows? I wish I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but yeah. Let's change topics. It become dark. Uh, okay, let me see. Oh, number 6. Igor, can you read number 6 and share your opinion?
Yes. So, have you ever tried a yoga or other similar activities? What's your opinion about them? Yes, I tried yoga and meditation, not because I wanted, just because it's a required topic, a required subject on the university that I am attending. That's kind of funny, right? But it's required. Everyone has to have a yoga and meditation classes. So I tried. At first, I was, just going because I was. required, obligated to. But then yoga I really liked. It helped me with some of the, to release some stress. And I actually really liked yoga, but meditation, it wasn't for me. I tried for 1 month, and now I'm just pretending that I am doing. We are live on YouTube, so I hope that anyone from my university is watching. So if there's anyone from my university watching, I'm just kidding. I do meditation every day.
Love meditation.
Every day.
But why? Why you felt like this? You didn't like so much.
I don't know. It's just wasn't for me. Like, I don't know. If I stay in the same position for 20 minutes trying to, get the stress out of my body, I will just get more stressed because I am 20 minutes in the same position. Yeah, for me, it was like that.
Yeah, it makes sense actually. And you, Abin, have you ever tried these activities?
No, I never tried the yoga, but I do meditate every day before I go sleep. I lay down in my bed, Igor, and meditate about 10, 15 minutes. It's a good way to meditate. I don't beat that position, so Buddha position, but uh, l- laying down is very easy to meditate.
I should try this way. The way they say is like, sitting down and nah, it's not for me. But I will try this one.
You don't fall asleep, Abin, when you are meditating like this?
So, meditate for sleep.
Ah, yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb because I was thinking that maybe you need
I calm down my mind and relax, control my respiration, and when I menos espero, I don't know how to say, I am sleeping.
it's perfect. It is the combination everybody wants to have good sleep. Nobody, not everybody can have this. In my case, I sleep very easily most of the times, but yeah, I think I could use some meditation. I tried just like Igor, but my mind was elsewhere. I was thinking about everything that I had to do in that day. So it wasn't like I'm really present. I brought this question because uh, we have this idea of meditation or yoga are about being present in the moment. You are not thinking about all problems, past problems, future problems that might not even happen, but you are just here right now. And this is the only thing that matters for 5 or 10 minutes for the time you are on it. So I never tried yoga, but I think it could be fun. Who knows? But meditation, it was good for a while, but I also failed with myself. I wasn't calm enough, I guess. So let me check the time. Okay, number 7. I believe Abe. Yeah, could you start this one?
Of course, you only live once. Mindset can lead us to both good and impulsive decisions. How do you find balance? Hmm, I don't know. I have this mindset. You only live once. So I enjoy the life at max, but I get to, because this, I get to into a little debt in the near past, but how I say, for every choice you had I forgot the word, but I don't know. You guess this phrase. Para toda escolha tem uma renúncia. É, something about that. I have this mindset and I had good times, but impulsive decisions led me to a little debt in banks. But it's life. I keep going. And you, Sarah?
But how do you find this balance? You know, how do you know? Oh, okay, this
I
is
don't
something
have
I have to
balance.
do. You don't have.
I have this mindset. You only live once, so every every opportunity uh, appears in my life. If I like, I am going. I'm done doing that things. I choose to do. I choose to live.
I appreciate the honesty because people sometimes they are pretending to be something they are not. You know, so you just said I don't have balance. Perfect. I love it. Yeah. Okay. Let me review here. Yeah, I in my case, I'm really cautious, you know, about the decisions I have to make, especially if it involves money. And I think maybe I'm the other way around. I'd like to be a little bit more not impulsive, but let me see the word spontaneous or something more relaxed. You know, though I have to try something different. I don't have to always do the same over and over. So. The secret to find balance, it is something that ego it's gonna tell us because we are lost. But basically I try to see what try to measure the consequences or to predict in some way or to have a notion, an estimate. Oh, if I do this, these are the possible outcomes. Sometimes I get it right, but other times not so much, but it is part of the amazing experience that is living, you know. So yeah, I don't have anything wise, but just thoughts. Sure. And you, Igor, how do you find this balance?
Well, I agree with you and a bit as well. I mean, I also have the you only live once mindset, I think, but I am a little bit more cautious. For example, um when we say like you only live once, if you are not hurting anyone or doing anything illegal, I won't judge you. No, you live your life the way you want. But in my case, I try to find balance. I use two aspects to find a balance. So when I want to make a decision, I think first emotionally and then rationally, and then I compare and see if what I want to do is really the best thing for me. Because I also believe that not all rational decisions are the best for you, and not all emotional decisions are the best for you. One example is, for example, you mentioned, Sarah, a few minutes ago that you wanted to do tests and work in the public sector and things like that. Um, for example, myself, I worked for the military for 5 years, so I had a stable career, but I wasn't happy. And then I decided to leave. Everyone thought I was crazy, that it wasn't a wise decision. And, so at the time it was a lot of stress, but I left and I think I am happier now. So that's my opinion. You should live your life the way you want, and of course not hurting anyone or doing anything illegal.
Yeah, the last part, yeah, I didn't like so much because you are cutting out the fun. You know, you cannot go to jail, so why? Why do anything? I'm kidding. I'm kidding, YouTube authorities. I'm kidding. I'm not a criminal. We do not support crime. Okay. Guys, would you like to choose a question for us to discuss? 8, 9, or 10?
Keep going.
Okay. Number 8. What are the Ivo? Do you have a suggestion? Sorry, I almost forgot.
No, go ahead. That's okay.
Yeah. 8. What are the impacts of being trapped in the past or obsessed with the future? Ivo, what do you think?
Oh, that's a very interesting question. I don't know the impacts on everyone, but I know, for example, the impact on me. As I said, I worked in the military for 5 years and I was very unhappy and I couldn't, I had a deadline to leave. So I could ask to leave and then it would be approved like 8 months later. So during those 8 months, I was very anxious and it was a very hard time. I went to the hospital sometimes, and that's one of the impacts that that decision had in my life. I was very unhappy there, and yeah, it wasn't a good time for sure.
And okay, and do you have an experience to share about that as well?
I, let me think. My girlfriend says that I have a TDAH, but I think I don't have. But answer this question. Let me check again. What impact of being trapped in the pressure of the. So I think the past generates sadness, and the future generates anxiety, as Igor said. So if we keep going these thoughts, I think we can be depressed. I don't know. And you, Sarah?
Yeah, I completely agree. About the part of obsessing with the future is something that I'm experiencing, not probably not completely obsessed, but at some moments I find myself overthinking, imagining 1,000 different possibilities, and I think that that's not good. So you miss out on the current time, So, for example, oh, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to have my own house, how to provide for myself completely, and I stress about that. So that stops me from from taking action that could provide me a comfortable life in the future. So it's kind of a paradox because my anxiety about the future it's an obstacle for me to have the future that I want. So it's something that we have we need to I have to seek help and see that sometimes the concerns are real. They have a good reason. I'm concerned because I have to prepare myself better, or sometimes they're just in my mind, so I have to know the difference. So I believe that this obsession about the future or uh, always thinking about what happened in the past could not why you didn't have a better decision at that time, why you act like this. And it's like you don't forgive yourself, and that hurts you right now. So I don't have so much problem with the past. For me, the future is the main concern. So I'm just sharing about this, my perspective on this. The future is more scary to me. Yeah. Number 9. Abe, can you read number 9?
Sure. Please tell us about a time when you were in a place you really wanted to be. Whoa. I think it was not one time. I think it's every time I'm on the road with my dog driving for somewhere. It's tipo assim, I love to travel. So for me, the place I want to be is traveling, driving somewhere with my dog. And you, Igor?
Well, I have a good one. My first job as a software developer. Yeah, that was very special for me because, as I said, I was changing my career, and when I got my first job, it was very special. I was so excited that I was working overtime without, even worrying about how much I was working. I was so happy that I was doing what I like to do for and getting paid. It was awesome. I used to study, uh, I don't know, 6 hours a day, and then I was doing the same thing but getting paid. Wow, that was very exciting. How about you, Sarah?
You've actually got paid to study? Where do I apply?
No, I mean, when you're a software developer, most of the time you are just, learning new things and then doing. But you learn more than you do because when you do once and it's done. So, you have to learn something else to do another thing and things like that. So I was studying more than doing, to be honest.
I understand. I really, it's a profession I respect a lot, because it's so challenging. I don't have the profile, I think. A bit.
Confucius said uh, one time before, Igor, work what you love and you never have to work again in your life. I think it's the the way the place you say it to us.
But you could have mentioned your girlfriend, Maybe you have problems at home. Because you mentioned the dog, and forgot about the girl.
So I just meet her and we are knowing each other yet. But my doggy lives with me for 8 years.
So this is gonna be our secret. I'm not gonna say anything to her. Just kidding, okay? You can say what you want. It's not a crime. Yeah. I'm gonna call the others back. In my memory, what I can remember is last year I had the chance to go and see my favorite band live, And I remember that I thought, if somebody called me and said, "You just won a ticket to Europe, you have to go now, right now," I wouldn't go. I would stay that place, because it was a dream that I had for more than 10 years, and I could finally live that moment. So I felt really, that feeling, oh, I don't want to be any other place. I want to be here. I want to experience this, and I want to tell my kids or anybody about everybody about it. So I really felt complete, and happy. And I miss this this feeling sometimes, because we could be at church or any places, in a bar maybe, and you feel like, oh, I just want to go home. But in that moment, I just wanted to be there. So it was so special. Go ahead, Ben.
What was the band?
Skunky.
Nice.
Yeah, this is the band, the concert. I kept a souvenir.
So my girlfriend went in their show last year. I think it was the last show they
Yeah,
present in the.
Oh yeah, you live in BH, so yeah, I was in that concert, the last one, because I live in
Oh,
Bahia, by the way, but I went.
you're traveling far, too far.
Yes. With a plane, nothing that an airplane cannot solve. Okay, guys, I really love this conversation. I hope you like as well. Thank you for coming and talking to me. Do you have anything in comments, anything you'd like to say?
Just thank you.
Yes, just thank you.
Thank you. You are very charismatic, and I enjoyed this time. Okay, the other should be coming back in a few minutes or less than a minute, actually. Let me check. I'm just gonna grab the survey so we can finish this conversation. Okay, welcome back, guys. How was the conversation for you?
It was really good. Thank you for the topic.
Thank you for coming. And can you share a little bit about what you were talking? Anything special or nice?
Yeah, I tell the guys I am a not person who like exposition. I don't know. I really hate share my things, and I try to live the present, to stay in the present moment, and I try to do it. For example, I don't use cell phone on the weekends. I think it's the better way to enjoy my life.
That's very wise. I cannot imagine the whole weekend without a cell phone, but it's a good idea. Thank you for sharing, Fabiola. Let me see who else. Elton, you were in the different groups, so how was it for you?
Was good. I loved this topic. We can have a good exchange of ideas. So I enjoyed a lot.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you one more time for coming. And Bianca, we were discussing number 9. Uh, can you share about the time you were in a place or in a situation you really wanted to be?
Yeah, I can share a lot of moments actually. Um, in vacations, for example, I really like beach, and I go in my vacation with my mom to some beach, and we have that nice moment with the sun, with the ocean. To me, that moment, I don't need more anything. I have everything that I wanted. Just a caipirinha or a beer with me, and it's really perfect. I really enjoy this moment.
Now I want to go to the beach. Thank you so much for this. And Andy Williams, can you share about your moment as well?
Yeah, I think this question, number 9, is the more deeper question. Yes, I'm happy where where I am, but sometimes I want to achieve more things. And then I'm so grateful about the things, our goals that I reach, but sometimes we want to uh, uh, we set a lot of goals. When we reach a goal, we set a new goals. I think this question is another way to do the question. Do you believe in happiness or happy moments? I think the same question. This question, a deeper question.
Now I don't know which one I believe in, happiness or happy moments. Now you got me, and really good. Yes, thank you for sharing. And LA, do you want to share anything about this meeting as well? Ale, do you hear me?
Yes. Do you ask me something?
Yeah, just if you have something to add about your conversation, how was it for you?
The conversation was really good. We answered all the question. I think the question 9 is very good because I've been in this place, the place I am since I was 26. So it's now I start to work in a bank, the bank in 1980, and I got retired. I got my retirement there. So it was the place I had been, and I'm now I'm retired, but I'm really grateful for being there this time.
Yeah, I can
Thank you.
imagine. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Hannah, as well. We won't have time to talk, but I hope you had this moment with the others. Thank you, Yanka, Elias, Abe, Igor, Fabiola, Ale, and Elton. Hope to see you next week. Okay? Take care. Bye bye,
See you
guys.
guys.
Bye.
See
Thank
you.
you.
See you.
Bye.
Thank
you.
you.